few weeks ago, we made 3 insane nacho videos. We made chicken bacon ranch nachos, chicken Alfredo nachos, and chicken and waffle nachos. Now you're probably asking yourself, why did we do this? I understand. You see, when it comes to TikTok, we've had some really good luck when we've done nacho videos. So being someone who typically takes things just a little bit too far, chimichanga, oh yeah. I wanted to do the exact same thing with these nachos, so we're making the craziest nachos possible for this series. And that's what leads me to the next point. In order for us to be the king of nachos, first we have to get the attention of the king of food. We all know who that is, Mr. Gordon Ramsay. This might seem impossible for someone like me, but hear me out. If you're not on TikTok, you might not know this, but Gordon Ramsay likes to get on his TikTok and absolutely roast people for their bad cooking. So I thought, since beef Wellington is one of his most famous dishes, I should take that and turn it into nachos. It also happens to be one of the most requested crazy nacho ideas you've given us. But we thought turning his most famous dish into nachos itself probably wasn't enough to get his attention. So I left out a couple key ingredients, so hopefully he'll catch that, everybody will keep tagging him, and he will absolutely roast us. Because honestly, the odds of him actually seeing us do this video really well, and then him deciding to do at us is very low. So if we want to get his attention, we've got to mess this up just a little bit. It's nothing major, but I had to keep a few things out. And honestly, it wasn't that hard to mess it up a little bit. Beef Wellington is pretty tough to do. We've actually done a video on a full beef Wellington before if you want to go check that out. It's a great dish, but turning it into nachos isn't going to be easy. But we took to the kitchen and then we posted a TikTok. We asked everybody to tag Gordon Ramsay in the video and you all came through. We've got a lot of people who have tagged Gordon Ramsay. Fortunately, a few days later, he still hasn't duetted us that I know of. Hold on. He did roast somebody else, but it wasn't us. I'm not giving up. He's gonna see this video and he's gonna roast us. And we're gonna be officially recognized by the king of food. All right, if we're gonna make beef Wellington nachos, we gotta use the same cut of meat. We're gonna use a filet mignon. We're gonna season it really heavily with salt and pepper and that's it. We're just gonna use some frozen puff pastry and we're gonna roll it out. But this is where I came to my first obstacle. A standard nacho shape is gonna be a triangle. But as I was cutting this, I was thinking this really doesn't make a lot of sense. It's not gonna look very good, so I cut rectangles. I actually went back and took those 2 triangles and made them into 1 extra piece, but that's neither here nor there. We did solicit a little bit of advice from Gordon himself.
Brush it with egg yolk.
So we brushed it with egg wash, then we put this in the oven to let the base cook a little bit by itself. We decided this had to look really fancy for Gordon. If we're gonna have a shot of this, it's gotta be very appealing. So we took a little bit of extra puff pastry and we rolled it out with this lattice cutter. I'm also gonna be honest with you. I bought this lattice roller for 1 video and I haven't used it since, so I really just wanted to use it. But it does look really cool. Now for the beef. I put a little bit of oil in the bottom of a really hot cast iron skillet and I'm just gonna sear this filet on each side because
we're not cooking the beef, we're just searing it.
Now for our sauce. You gotta have a sauce. I decided we'd take that cast iron skillet and add our mushrooms. Usually you cut these up really finely and make a duxelle out of it. Instead, I wanted to make like a mushroom cream sauce. So this is our mushroom component to the beef Wellington. What you don't see is I did add a little bit of horseradish. Typically you use English mustard or horseradish in a beef Wellington. I left this out on purpose. I'm hoping to leave some stuff like this out so that maybe Gordon will have another reason to roast us. From there, I sliced this filet into thick pieces. As you can see, it's not cooked all the way through. In a standard Wellington, you're also gonna have some prosciutto or some Parma ham. We're gonna add a little piece on the bottom of that, and then we're gonna add our sliced filet right on top. As you can see, the filet isn't finished cooking. It's gonna finish in the oven. Then we're gonna lay our puff pastry lattice over top of this. We're gonna brush it with egg wash again, and then we're gonna hit it with some more flaky salt. You can see that I ran out of lattice on one of them. I just kind of covered it up. We're gonna throw these in the oven until the top is golden brown, and that's it. I can understand it if you wanted to say that these aren't really nachos. I get it's not really what you typically think of, and I didn't have a great way to present it. I also didn't want to pour that sauce right on top of this because that wouldn't look very appealing. So I just kind of poured it in the middle. That way the puff pastry didn't get too soggy right away. And that's all we did for these nachos. Again, I don't want it to look too great. Otherwise, I'm afraid he may not actually roast us. This presentation isn't really something to be proud of, and that plays right into our hand of trying to get him to roast us. Beef Wellington nachos. I think you can turn anything into nachos at this point. We've got this mushroom cream sauce, prosciutto's on the bottom. Let's give it a try. This really is fantastic. I don't know that it's really practical to make, but the crunch of the puff pastry is perfect. You can barely taste the prosciutto, but you can tell it's there. And this sauce is amazing. You think that Gordon Ramsay would approve of these beef Wellington nachos? We totally left out a key ingredient, which is the English mustard. We threw it together like a 5-year-old would, and we didn't make a duxelle, we just used sliced mushrooms. 3 things that are done incorrectly when it comes to making a beef Wellington. So he has ammunition. Whether he approves of them or not, these were fantastic. But I really want to do something even crazier next time. We're just getting started with this crazy nacho series. Give us your best ideas for what we should do next, and we're going to make it happen.